Today's video is about pessimism. So pessimism is the mental attitude or worldview where a person habitually expects the worst possible outcomes in any given situation, right? So pessimism is like the opposite of optimism. Optimism, you're very hopeful of a good outcome. Pessimism, you're not really expecting a good outcome, you're expecting a bad outcome. Optimism, you're thinking positively on good things coming to fruition. Pessimism, you're thinking negatively, right? So it's like the opposite. I want to put the definition of anxiety in this video as well. The body's natural response to stress characterized by persistent feelings of fear, worry, apprehension, or nervousness about what is to come, right? Anxiety, I have a good amount of anxiety when it comes to like approaching people, new people. When it comes to taking tests, performance anxiety, just doing new experiences or experiences that I consider not experiences, going through things that I think matter more. Yeah, experiences, yeah. A good amount of my anxiety that I have is pessimistic thoughts. Like, my anxiety can come from pessimistic thoughts, thinking negatively, just me thinking about the worst possible outcome. I've seen a video from Jay Guapo from NYC, I don't know if y'all know him, where he spoke on thinking negatively, like I'm doing now. He said something along the lines of, he doesn't want to think negatively, but thinks of the worst possible outcome, and that's what his mind immediately resorts to. And I kind of relate in that same way. Like, I couldn't find the video to quote it word for word, but that's what I remembered. That's what I wrote down. I will think of the worst possible outcome to a situation where I don't even know how it's gonna play out. I'm just like assuming that's the worst possible thing is gonna happen, right? I'll try to overcome these pessimistic thoughts by telling myself that it's gonna be okay, trying to control my breathing. I may even like count down like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those things kind of work, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely helps to come down from being in that spot. Like it feels like you're high up on a ladder and you're just gonna fall, or just something bad is gonna happen anytime. I don't want to be pessimistic. I don't want to think negatively, right? But it's what I've been doing for so long. I haven't built the confidence. I haven't put myself in those uncomfortable situations to overcome the pessimistic thoughts. I haven't worked on that too much. And I need to start doing that. I have to like remind myself that, we're all human. I'm human. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. And that kind of helps, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I can't really know what another person is thinking or feeling when it comes to like approaching people. Like, we'll never know the outcome of the experience or a test. Like I said, I got performance anxiety, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to presenting or taking tests, like I'll be like, damn, am I gonna do good? Is all this studying gonna pay off? Am I gonna stutter? Whatever the case may be. The main point is that none of these things I can control, right? It's not something that I can control in its entirety, in every aspect, and I shouldn't worry too much about what I can't control. When it comes to being pessimistic, I mainly think negatively about like how things are gonna turn out, right? Things that I can't control. And I don't know why I have such a hard time to get rid of these pessimistic thoughts, but honestly, what works for me is praying, right? Pray to God, tell him to take away my anxiety, cast anxiety onto God. And counting down, breathing, So to recap, to I think it's demystify, think that we're all human, you know, not put anything higher than another, right? Like, not all perfect. When it comes to having anxiety, it's just the thoughts are just so much. Like, can't get the thoughts out of my head. I'll try to get rid of it sometimes, and like it's just still there. Like, just be overly thinking bad about the situation, how it'll turn out, thinking negatively. If you guys go through similar things, like have similar anxiety, pessimistic thoughts, then put your methods in the comments, right? Talk about it, how you overcame it if you did, what you're trying to do to overcome it. You know, like, I cannot be the only one that's dealing with anxiety and pessimistic thoughts. And I want to hear you guys' opinions as well, you know. I'm trying to build a community.